Happy New Year's, everybody.
Ahead of this Saturday night, I am excited to be joined by 3 of the 6 members of the Kung Fu Hippies. So that is Frank and Brad and Chad. Welcome, guys.
There you go.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. And this Saturday is not just another Saturday night, not just one more Saturday night, but which is referencing the Grateful Dead song that you end your first record in how many years?
14 years.
14 years. The first ever live record, which is released at Bunkers and was recorded at Bunkers.
That's right.
At the end of last year. So it's released this Saturday. It's recorded over 2 nights at Bunkers.
That's right.
In the run-up to New Year's.
November 4th and December 3rd.
Hence a Happy New Year, actually, at the beginning of the rendition of said song.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you know which night that song's from then?
Is the whole of CD2 the set from that second night, or are they each a mixture?
It's a mixture. We kind of the whole gimmick or theory behind this album was, what's it like if you come to a Kung Fu Hippie show? So we just picked the best takes of the songs from each night.
Cool.
And we kind of tried to make a set list or a song list that kind of represents maybe what you'd see if you come to see us play live.
And it's eponymous, but people have been calling it Rocktopus.
Yes, Rocktopus.
Understandably, I mean, this is what it looks like. We have an octopus, but it's significant that what is the octopus doing? The octopus is playing the drums.
Exactly.
Where does the term Rocktopus come from?
Frank, you kind of coined it, I believe.
Yeah, well, we've got 2 drummers in the band. It's got 4 arms and 4 legs.
Yeah.
And so it's, we call it the Rocktopus is the nickname we gave to those 2 guys as a unit.
Yeah, as a unit,
Munchie Collins and Jefford Pretner, who've both been in this music scene here in town for many, many years, and each respectively played with the Goonie Birds and Mango Jam. They grew up together. They've been playing together since they were teenagers. Yeah. So they've got a close-knit drumming thing that is unique to them. So we feel like they're 2 guys with one mind.
Maybe they're like the left and the right brain. Jeff is kind of the soulful backbeat. That's the yin. Then the yang to that is the precision drumming of Munchie Collins. Munchie Collins.
Yeah, Munchie's like really spot on, very, very just right. He's a very thinker. He's a big thinker. You can
very cerebral.
You can see his mind going before he's like, almost like, what fill am I gonna do coming up here?
Yeah.
Where I think Jefford is a lot more maybe understated in his playing and
complimentary.
He holds the roots.
Yeah,
he holds the groove down, and Mark tends to do all the fun, fancy, pretty things that are so good. He does so well.
It's kind of nice. We did a number of things with Jefford in our early days, and
oh really? Okay.
Did some recording with
so
him
in the early 2000s.
Yeah. We've been really good friends, especially with him over the years.
Yeah.
And Brian, aka Buzz Chopper. Who's on the keys? So we've referenced everyone. Yeah. So this is like in the live setup, or at least in these images. Yes, exactly. Yeah. You've got the 3, and then off. They couldn't fit in the shot, but over there.
Chopper goes wherever he can find room. Yeah. So sometimes he's over here, sometimes he's over there. But.
And there was room for him in Mango Jam. Also, so Brian and Jefford would play together.
That's right.
In that. The Kung Fu Hippies existed from like 2000, is that correct? In their first manifestation until 2005. Who was it that had the idea in 2012 to get the band back together, and specifically with those 2 with the Rocktopus?
Well, we refer to it as KFH 2.0. And what happened was we got our drummer stolen from us. A guy named Sam Howard, who was quite possibly one of the most eloquent drummers I've ever seen in my life. He was very good. Anyway, he was stolen away because he was so good.
Right.
By
that happens
Seals
with
and
good
the Jerry
drummers.
Garcia band.
Yeah.
And moved to San Francisco to play with him, and we just thought we can't do this without him.
That was in 2005.
Correct.
That's what happened.
So we decided that we were just not going to do anything until whatever. Life changes, things pan out differently, and he wasn't coming back. So we decided to do it, and the question was, well, who and how do you replace a guy like that? And we couldn't find a single person in town that we knew that could do what he did.
You could find an entity.
We needed 2 drummers to do what he did.
Yeah.
Quite literally. And then it changed things for us a lot, I think.
we were kind of trying out both of them at the same time,
Right.
and we really had a tight friendship relationship with them as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we were like, God, how can we choose? And how can we choose? And then finally,
We don't have to.
Wait,
Screw it.
Right.
Let's
So
have
you
both.
can have both.
Let's have both of them. It finally dawned on us, like,
Hey.
whoa.
And Jefford's role in Mango Jam, he was a percussionist in that band. And
Okay.
there was a kick drummer named Brett Erickson, and he played congas, timbales, bongos, shakers, and that.
That was his
he's a
role in
percussion
Mango.
player.
Yeah.
And so when we do stripped down shows and we play acoustic, sometimes he'll bring out the congas and not bring a kit, and we'll have a little more wood flavor, different tones going on, and
Yeah.
put on a different hat. We have a little more, it's more versatile.
Was it interesting to return to some of those like 2000 to 2005 songs and reinvent them with the Rocktopus?
Very much so, yes. And that's part of the reason why we include some of the earlier songs is outside of the general concept of presenting a show how you would see us normally these days. But some of these songs really went through some changes and some evolution with these guys.
Can you pinpoint one which that was especially true for?
I think Straight Off the Farm is quite a bit different now. It's
It is.
slower. It's very
Opening
more-
track from CD1, which we can hear
Correct.
currently.
Sure.
So this one is sung by Brad and about Brad,
Oh, yeah.
and yet written by Frank.
That's correct.
What's the genesis of the phrase "straight
Well,
off the farm"?
the guys have all been up to where I grew up, which is in a small central west central town, and I grew up in a rural area on a farm. And
Okay.
growing up, we had a lot. It wasn't a super working farm, but we had horses and cows and chickens, and a big family. The Ray family up in Barrett, Minnesota, is very extensive. And they had all been up there before and fell in love with the farm and fell in love with our family and the ribbing and the teasing of my semi-uncouth, uncity-like ways back then, like opening, on the tour bus, I decided that, I'm Norwegian, and I thought that maybe a can of Kipper snacks would be a good on-the-road snack, so halfway we're stopped at the gas station, everyone's getting their chips and their cookies, and all of a sudden, we're like, what is that stench? and here I'm back there eating some smoked herring with, what? What? And, just those kind of things,
And we'd say, Brad, God, you're just straight off the farm, aren't you?
Right. And then all of a sudden Frank, came up with this, like, I got the song, and you're gonna sing it. And I'm like, okay.
Were you the first to hear it?
I can't exactly remember the practice that I was at.
I brought it to the whole band.
Yeah, you brought it to the
at our
band at
rehearsal.
once.
It was clear that it was about
Yeah.
Brad.
I wrote this song about Brad, and you're going to
Brad to
sing
sing.
You played it for them the first time
Yes.
you heard it. You were actually playing it.
Yes.
Okay.
I
This
sat
is
down with
before my
an
time.
acoustic and said,
Yes.
here, listen to this. And
I recall.
How did it feel to be Brad for a moment? To be celebrating?
obviously.
It must have been fun writing it.
I tried to put myself in his head and told this
Sure.
kind of first person, biography of,
How did
my
you do,
impressions
Brad?
of Brad.
Yeah.
How accurate is it?
We had a lot of ribbing back then because we were every weekend back in those days. It was before any of us were married or had kids really. We were in Bemidji, we were in Mason City, Iowa, or Duluth, Superior, Fargo, Moorhead, St. Cloud, Rockford, Iowa. Every weekend we were on the road. And we spent a lot of time in the car and cheap hotel rooms together and
You learned a lot about each other.
we did. And I always see
Little
because
did he know that you
maybe
were
it's because I'm
taking
an only
the
child and I
biography
would react the best. I became, sometimes, especially with our former drummer, a target of the ribbing, and it was just all, late 20s kind of stuff.
It's a very
fun.
complimentary song, though, if you listen to it.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
which
all in good. It's all in good fun.
It is.
And it's.
you seem
It's kinda
envious
become
of Brad having been straight off the farm even. And whether we're talking in the past tense about this is what used to happen, straight off the farm until the day I die.
Right, that's
Is
in my
the
heart.
kind.
I am.
Yeah.
Of course, I live in the city.
That's all you want to be as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's my good times. That's my happy place.
It's a celebration of something. How much is it? Does it end up also being a celebration of the ethos of the Kung Fu Hippies, like the attitude there? It begins. I got to get up in the morning.
Yeah,
That's just the way it goes. So there's like
I
an
think
ethos or a
Frank. I think
philosophy.
Frank was painting a idyllic picture of a ganja farmer, and now, when you've got as much land as you want, to to grow things, I hypothetically would probably have planted a few seeds.
In this secret garden.
Yeah, in this secret garden that the deer keep getting in.
Well, they know what's in the secret garden.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was kind of our signature song, and it's really it's a one that's upbeat, and the crowd has grown to really know it, and we have a big punch in the song, and everyone sings along, and it's a good time.
So from the secret garden to It's a Secret Studio, that's where this live album was constructed. So let's talk a little bit about that. So you did the 2 sets at Bunkers?
Actually, it was the tracks, the multi-tracks were recorded at Bunkers by David Russ, who owns the studio. It's a secret. But the tracks were actually mixed at River Rock Studios by Eric Bloomquist.
Ah, great. Okay, these are all great people. David Russ is drummer himself?
Yes, drummer. He plays keys, he sings.
Yeah. Books, shows.
Yeah, he does shows, he runs sound. He's one man, he's a one-stop musician.
Yeah,
shop.
Whatever you need, just call Dave's got it.
Were there any other aspects of the process of working at River Rock and It's a Secret Studio?
Well, we came to River Rock through Tim Mahoney, who Chad plays bass with as well, and he's the guy he's worked with over the years and has a good relationship with, and he's a known quantity. And in these situations, you network through the people you know and trust.
Sure, absolutely.
That's pretty much how we arrived at those choices.
Yeah.
We decided this time around we wanted to do every aspect of the album, no corners cut. You know, whether the artwork, the recording, the mixing, the mastering.
Yeah, how did you determine the artwork? It's perfect.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, the credit for that goes to Jeff Trodal, who's a fantastic local artist and works with a lot of national acts as well. Does a lot of poster art, album cover art, and that sort of thing nationally. He's based in Minnesota. And another guy that grew up in the greater circle of musicians and friends that we kind of operate with.
Edina is a certain time period in Edina seemed to have spawned somehow. I don't know, something must have gotten in the water. Just an explosion of
That's
folks.
where the drummers are from.
Yeah. And Mango Jam and the Goonie Birds and those kind of arise from there. But it even goes deeper than that.
For sure,
it seems like.
And he's a known quantity from that set, basically.
Yeah.
And there's nobody better around here that we know of. So we said, well, let's see what Trodal has. And Jeff, this is what we're thinking. And then
you were thinking the Octopus?
He came up with it.
Oh, he came up with the Octopus idea? Yeah.
He gave us several submissions of various concepts, one of which was just a pencil sketched octopus holding drumsticks, and we were all like, oh, that's so fantastic, run with that. And he did it with incredible class and talent, obviously, because when he showed it to us, our jaws hit the floor. We were so impressed.
Especially on the Pacific, the coastlines and that. That's really cool.
Yeah. Perfect. There we go.
So you get a guy like that can, capture us, in such a perfect way. Kind of the feeling you're trying to portray. It's uncanny almost.
How long has the live set included the drum jam, which is called Rocktopus here? Has that been called Rocktopus previously?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
just obviously, when we were a single drummer band, we never did that. Maybe he might have had a quick drum solo, but it's never a centerpiece.
But since 2012,
there's
been that centerpiece.
No, well, it wasn't maybe till a couple of years ago where we started to specifically set aside a part of the show where I'd say, okay, we're gonna, we make a set list for that night. We usually knew ahead of time, and then say we're gonna.
When the drum.
This is how we're gonna do it. This is how we're gonna go into it, and then then they sit down and discuss. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it,
and we go get a drink.
Yeah, exactly.
It's convenient. Yeah,
it's
great for us.
Two birds with one octopus.
Yeah.
Right.
So 2001 is when everything began. Soul Farm had broken up. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. So that's the beginning of the story.
Yeah, that's how I met Brad first, and Chad, as a matter of fact.
So Chad.
We shared stages in other bands that we were in back then. We were all much younger.
Okay. So you were the one member that was in Soul Farm of the three of you.
Correct.
And then
the original drummer that's no longer with us Sam was also a member of Soul Farm with me. Me and him split away from that and brought in G.R. Stundle on bass, and we're a trio at first. just for fun. We just wanted to play.
What was the initial? So your initial rationale was fun.
Yeah, it was just, hey, I'm not doing nothing. You guys want to get together and let's go play some shows and see what happens.
Is that right around the time the name came too? Or?
Yeah, we didn't have a name yet.
Who came up with the name?
I did. Well, Homer Simpson did. I recognized it for what it was.
What does Homer say?
Which he did.
Yes. So we had our first booking was at a little music festival up in McGregor, Minnesota, Rat Lake Music Festival. And
okay.
We were going to play like an hour and a half in the outside in the afternoon. One of the early slots in the city. You need to get a name, guys. We got to put something on the poster.
Sure.
Okay, so we had all these really dumb ideas for names. And
as most bands do.
And right. I was sitting at my house. We were rehearsing in my basement at the time, and I was sitting waiting for the guys to come over, watching The Simpsons. And there was the episode where Homer gets to voice Poochie the dog, who's the third character on Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah.
And he's this kind of really lame, unlikable sort of corporate
Itchy, Scratchy, and Poochie.
Yeah, Poochie the dog. He was he was supposed to be the extreme hip new character, and everybody absolutely hated him.
Who raps?
And kind of suffers a rather ignominious end, to his character, just sort of being brushed off, and nobody loved him. But the intro, when he introduces himself, he does this silly little rap where he refers to himself as a kung fu hippie from Gangster City. And I thought, oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I said, hey guys, what do you think of this? And they were like, sure, why not?
The Kung Fu Hippies from Gangster City and the farm.
Yes.
Indeed. Right. But he was a half Joe Camel and a third Farmerelli.
Yeah, half Joe Camel.